one of India's oldest and most trusted cement companies. A brand which is synonymous with trust, expertise and innovation. Dalmia Bharat Cement is a one-of-its-kind company in India with its presence across the country.
In the last 10 years, we have grown from 1.2 million tons to 25 million tons in our cement business. So it's almost a 20x growth. We are currently the number 4 producer in India. We also want to be known as one of the most innovative and the most profitable company in the industry. And we want to be known for our best practices in terms of people and in terms of environment and all the stakeholders that we touch.
Dalmia Puram in Tamil Nadu is one of Dalmia Bharat Cement's oldest and most well-known cement plants in the country. With a capacity of 9 million tons per annum. In fact, Dalmia Puram gets its name from the company. The Dalmia Bharat Group has been a pioneer in the cement manufacturing process since 1939 and is known for making super speciality cement, which is used in various specialized industries like railways, oil wells, airstrips, etc. In fact, with its plant at Dalmia Puram, the company is involved in the production of over 10 different varieties of cement.
In terms of energy consumption in the factories, we moved from a wet process to dry process in cement, which was less energy intensive. We upgraded our production facilities, which are grinding facilities, from ball mills to vertical roller mills, which were also very energy efficient. And I think we have been ahead of the curve in adopting technology and production facilities which are very energy efficient. So if you look at Dalmia, we have been in business for 75 years, and sustainability has been a part of our culture.
Dalmia Bharat Cement's quality cement is not just used in industries in India, but is exported to major countries overseas as well. The company takes pride in the state-of-the-art production process of its cement. The company has a unique quality detection process in place as well. With an aim of automating all its processes, the company has installed robotic technology to detect and control the quality of the cement at various stages in the production and manufacturing process.
Everyone is producing cement, everyone is producing ecology. The basic difference is when you have a robot technology, you have a high level of correction is very rapid and the product consistency is very high. That is the main benefit we are getting out of the robot technology. At each stage we have our own doubts about the sampling, testing and the product quality.
Dalmia Bharat Cement's philosophy of excellence and development is not just restricted to its cement plants, but forms the core of the company's attitude towards the environment as well.
There is a renewed challenge which humanity is facing on how do you balance growth and sustainability. So if you look at Dalmia, we have been in business for 75 years, and sustainability has been a part of our culture. Today as a group, 40% of our total energy mix is green energy.
There is a continuous and committed effort which runs through the entire Dalmia Bharat management and is ingrained in everyone, from the senior most to the junior most employee at the company's different plants across India.
At Dalmia Cements, sustainability is not just a program, it's our way of life. Our vision itself builds in the word sustainability, corporate vision. As a CSI member company, we are committed to the CSI Charter, which primarily involves our contribution to CO2 emission reduction, alternate fuel utilization, waste utilization, and water conservation effort, emission reduction.
From the processes that are followed inside the company, like covered conveyor belts in the cement manufacturing and production process, to water sprinklers that are installed in the plant's premises. The company's mission is to minimize the dust and emissions that are let out into the environment.
Our carbon footprint in overall is below that of the world average. So we are, I think, about 10–15% below the world average. And one of our plants is actually perhaps the best in the world in terms of its carbon footprint. We are also taking a lot of initiative we are the co-chair of the Cement Sustainability Initiative, which has the top 25 cement companies in the world as a part of it. Similarly, we are signatories to the COP21 agreement, and we are working with the global leaders in France as well as the United Nations to further the climate change agenda.
10 million meter cube of water harvesting is what we have already added. So, we are aiming at making our company a water neutral company, or maybe a water positive company in next few years to come. And in fact, we have already achieved the target in some of our plant locations. But with that aim, and also aiming at helping farmers irrigate as much of land as they can with whatever water they get through rains, we are working very, very extensively on water harvesting.
Dalmia Bharat Cement takes pride in its water management policy. This also forms one of the crucial parts of the company's 360-degree vision on environment. The company believes in the policy of zero discharge and zero waste in water consumption. While all the wastewater from the plant is treated at its water treatment plants and then is reused through the factory.
The team has done lots of brainstorming and conserved to the tune of about 1,000 cubic meter of water per day in the last couple of years. And you have yesterday seen the effluent treatment plant, which is the area through which none of the water gets into the drain mode. It is a zero discharge plant. The entire water is treated in the effluent treatment plant wastewater, recycled back into the processes itself.
Being in cement business, we have two very large ecological footprints. One is water, another is air. Being a sustainable cement company, we take all the initiatives that we need to take to mitigate our environmental footprints within our plants. But then, the communities who live around us, they too have these ecological footprints. So, we thought that, it will be a good idea to engage with these communities and help them also mitigate their ecological footprints. Having said that, our CSR focus is basically on three major issues. One is water, another is energy, and the third one is skilling people for livelihood.
The company's policy of going green extends not just to green practices inside the cement plant, but in the surrounding areas as well. The residential areas of the company are kept green with trees all around, clean air and trees that are home to many species of birds. A beautiful boating park for the employees has also been built, adding to the beauty of the area.
To create focus on environment, we have a team in each and every plant, and that's a big number, and they focus and they try to enrich the knowledge of the people working in the plant to take care of the environment in the best possible way.
Environment as well as safety, it's a responsibility of every line manager. Everybody has to contribute. But in Dalmia Cements also we have got a separate setup, a group of a senior person, under him another identified person from head office is driving this sustainability initiative from the head office, and each locations also we have got an environmental department which has got a team leader and then an engineer, environmental qualified engineer supporting him as well.
In an interesting move, a Gaushala made and maintained by the company is a source of not just regular dairy supply for the people, but also provides manure for the green cover surrounding the plant.
One by one, we can make a things one by one. We can try.
The philosophy of deep roots and investing in regions and people is the very DNA that forms the Dalmia Bharat Group. At Dalmiapuram, it is not just about the state-of-the-art cement plant which is the country's pride, but a mission of being connected and involved with the local communities. The Dalmia Group has made a state-of-the-art ITI institute for imparting technical and skill education for various professional courses for the local people. A school run by the company is looking after the educational needs of the local students.
So list things, we can make a things one by one. We can make a things one by one.
We have 4 technical trades and about 135 students are studying there, and so far we have won 17 Tamil Nadu government level awards and 7 All India level awards, and about 135 students are currently studying, and more than about 830 students have passed out till now, and there are about 50 institutions in organizations they are currently employed.
Dalmia Group's CSR activities have given a fresh lease of life to the farmers in the neighborhood area who were affected by the harsh climatic change. Irregular rains was a consistent problem with this area, and the farmers were either on the verge of giving up farming or just barely making ends meet.
We are doing a lot of work linked to energy conservation, soil conservation, and supporting farmers on best practices in irrigation as well. So we give solar lanterns to people. Kids can use that to study during their exams in villages that don't have electricity. We are doing a lot of work with farmers in many parts of the country so that their soils, so that the topsoil doesn't get eroded by floods, and when there is drought they don't have irrigation. So we are building check dams. And we found that the capital productivity in rural areas is very high. It's just that they don't have support. We have tied up with NABARD, and we are going to further enhance the work that we are doing with the support of government institutions such as NABARD.
Dalmia Group's efforts with its sustained CSR practices have seen a considerable improvement in the living conditions and livelihood opportunities for the farmers. In collaboration with NABARD, the Dalmia Group has built water reservoirs which now ensure that there is a regular water supply for farmers to meet their irrigation needs. The group has been very cautious of involving local communities to work in harmony with their environment.
As far as our Melarasur and Kavandakurchi projects are concerned, we have crossed the capacity building phase, and wherein we have done field bunds, sunken ponds, farm ponds, gabion structures and various other structures which would help water conservation as well as stop runoff, and also to restore the soil fertility measures are taken up. In the next phase, we will be extending the project to the remaining areas in the watershed, where even agro-horticulture plants will be supplied to the farmers, and agroforestry will be provided to the farmers, where border plantation will be taken up by the farmers.
ஆமாம் சார், கஷ்டங்கள் மானம் மழை பெய்யாமல் வறண்டு போய் பூமி வறட்சியாக இருந்துச்சு, ரொம்ப அதிக மகசூல் கிடைக்காம ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு இருந்தாங்க சார். இப்போ இந்த நபார்டு வங்கியும் டால்மியா பாரத்தும் இணைந்து செயல்படுத்தி வந்த அந்த நிலத்தடி நீர் சேகரிப்பு திட்டம் ரொம்ப மக்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் பயனாக இருக்குது சார். இந்த கரை போட்டதுனால அந்த தண்ணீர் போய் அதிலே நிலத்திலேயே தங்கி மகசூல் கொஞ்சம் கூடுதலாக கிடைக்குது சார்.
Another innovative and interesting engaging sustainable activity of the company is its policy towards waste management. Alternate fuel is made and used for various industrial uses. In a step further, waste material from small factories around the plant is collected, treated and converted into fuel, which is then utilized in the manufacture and production of cement at the Dalmia Bharat cement plant.
What we have done is that we have created our technologies and the processes in such a way that we are not polluting, but at the same time we are taking care of pollution of others. When we say pollution of others, means that we do use the waste of steel plants, we take use of waste of power plants, so that the pollution which have been created has been taken care by us, and that way we are one of the best user of waste products of these plants.
We have done a thermal substitution rate, TSR we call, at the rate of 13.5%, which compared to our national average, is around 2%. So this is again one of the area of focus for our entire group. And this year also our corporate objectives has taken up AFR as one of the major initiatives. Now this, as you know, is going to contribute to the global environment, because it's going to replace the fossil fuel, which incidentally is the key resource, as you know. So this is one of the area of focus.
Dalmia Bharat Cement has its own mines, from which it extracts limestone to make cement, with its policy of an eye on conservation and sustainable development at every step. Once the mine is extracted off all the limestone, it is then converted into a water reservoir. This ensures plentiful water is available in an area which is marked by scanty and erratic rainfall, and helps see the local communities through tough and challenging weather conditions.
We have a very competent team that works for our Dalmia Bharat Foundation. So Dalmia Bharat Foundation is an independent trust which is our execution partner for our CSR. We have built a very strong team of professionals and volunteers in Dalmia Bharat Foundation. This is the team that actually executes our program in the field. So our teams then go out to these people through the participatory methods. They try and understand the needs of the community. Then they also prioritize those needs, and that's how our entire program is built. But yes, there is a challenge working in such huge geographies, but then having these competent teams make our challenges simpler. We are easily able to address these challenges.
In Aryalur, the Dalmia Bharat Group has made a park at the mining area, which would be open to public, and a lake at the plant premises, which is very crucial for a dry and arid region. With its true green spirit, the Dalmia Bharat Group is not just one of India's oldest and pioneering companies, but is an environment crusader as well, which leaves its indelible mark of sustainable development in and around the regions surrounding its cement plants.
So one of the challenges we are taking now, can we get one of our plant colonies, as early as next year to run 100% on renewable energy, and then maybe one of our plants also over the next couple of years to run 100% on renewable energy. So I think it will just create excitement, it will create pride in people. It's something that people will feel that they can be excited about, their children can be excited about, they can talk about it, that it's something that we have achieved and it's not done anywhere in the world so far that I know. So I think that's an aspirational target we've taken.